Hi, Joy.
Hi, Lauren.
How are you today?
Good. Good.
Yeah,
I'm really glad to be here with you.
I am too. I'm glad we decided to record.
Me too.
We almost did not.
We did. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. I think partly because of what we shared the last time we were together, that we both had travel coming up. You much more than I, but still, it was a lot. So I think we're coming in a little low.
A little like buzzing at like a
Yeah,
lower,
lower frequency.
lower frequency, which is great. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it is totally fine. I'm glad we're here. Tell me about trips. How did they go?
So, yeah, last time we talked, I was talking about some trip anxiety because I'm so glad to be on the other side. I don't love airports and travel and just everything that entails. I think it's probably just because of all the travel growing up.
Yeah,
I just done a lot of travel.
yeah.
But I felt very just sustained by the Lord, honestly, through the whole thing. We were in Colorado for a retreat with Renovare, which was beautiful. We were drinking a lot of water because people were getting altitude. Yeah. So we were hitting the electrolytes like
Yeah.
pretty hard. And that was beautiful. It was just this gorgeous retreat center, the St. Francis Retreat Center in Colorado Springs. It was
Nice.
lovely.
Nice.
And then I went from there to San Antonio, Texas. I'm sorry, not the prettiest part of Texas. I've been to many places in Texas, and I'm going to say she wasn't our best in the places of San Antonio where I was, but we got the job done.
It's a lot of cement, I feel like, isn't
It was such a concrete jungle. Every chain store you could possibly dream of,
it? Yeah.
not a lot of green, like dusty, and it was not pretty. I was like, get me home to Central Virginia. I'm ready to go
Gotta
home,
move back
which
to
is
the mountains.
surprising.
Yeah.
Surprising for me. So I got home, I was like, ah. So, but yeah, no, I'm glad to be back home. And still, it takes me a while after a trip to kind of feel like myself again.
Yeah.
I think it's my age, but it's also just like I give so much. So my adrenaline's just like hyped.
Yeah.
And coming home, I've been home for 2 days and I'm still not quite on
Yeah.
yet. But anyway, how about you? How was
My beach trip.
your beach trip?
It was a blip of the week. But
Yeah.
it was great, and travel days went well. I do think I thought I was like, oh yeah, there's car rides like that. Like it'll be totally fine. And it's like 7 hours in the car. So 7 hours in the car. Monday, I got to the beach. My parents and my brother and I, as soon as they saw me, we all put our suits on and we got in the water
I
like
love
immediately.
it. That's
And
awesome.
which was great. It's so great. And then that night was lovely. And then Tuesday we hung out all day. And then Wednesday, like I was on the road again by noon. And I was like, oh yeah, this is hard. Like, and we stayed up late the night before, like hanging out. We had like 8 people in the hot tub. And
Driving that many
yeah,
hours.
and it was like, oh yeah, okay, I see what people were saying when they were warning me about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. It's a lot of
I took my
driving.
time though. I
Good.
made lots of stops,
Good.
and it probably took me closer to 8 hours coming home,
Yeah.
but it was
It was a
fine.
good
Yeah,
time.
but it was lovely time with the family. I'm glad I went,
That's great.
and I do enjoy the drive also. My little solitude
That's
place.
great. I love that. That's so great.
I was very glad to be back though. But
Yeah.
I've been completely off on my days. I can only imagine you are even more so. I feel
10
like
days
I'm like
trip.
I only lost half a week, and every day this week I'm like, what day is it?
I know.
What even
No, I
yesterday I was like,
literally
it's
am
Wednesday.
still
What
like,
day
what
is
day
it?
is it? I'm still, yeah, in that for sure.
We're recording this on a Friday, so today is
Yes.
Friday.
Today is Friday.
Tomorrow will be Saturday.
Yes. Tomorrow will be Saturday. Yeah. I wanted to ask you too. I feel like you mentioned about your you were working on something last time too. I'm forgetting. Was it a challenge or something like that?
Yeah, the
How is
challenge.
that going?
I'm
That was
enjoying
what
it.
was coming up last
Yeah,
time. How
also,
is
yeah.
that
Oh, yeah, sure,
going?
because I had just
You
started
just
it.
started it.
I have posted daily, except for my travel back day from the beach. I missed that day, but every other day I have posted a video, a talking head video on my
What?
personal brand page.
Okay.
And I'm getting used to it. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I want to talk about.
Yeah,
and
yeah, like
things.
content.
But it's been great, and my my Instagram's grown by like 22%.
I was
in
going to
2
ask you about
weeks.
growth. That's amazing.
And I've been posting it on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And on TikTok, I just had a brand reach out asking to collaborate, and not in the way normally brands.
Okay.
Yeah, normally brands are like, "Do you want to post on your channel?"
Right,
And I'm like, about this
yeah.
thing. And I have done that when it's aligned, especially with my YouTube. But this company was like, we really like your style of content. We think you'd be a good fit. And we're not talking about you putting it on your page because it's a tech tool thing, which so for my personal brand, I'm not really
it wouldn't, like,
talking about
no.
at that at all. So
But they found
but they
you,
found
though.
me.
That's amazing.
And if I could create like UGC for them, and so it just felt very I feel like I'm authentically showing up with things that I'm excited to talk about.
I love it.
And a lot of times I have an idea and I just set my little camera up and I'm recording within 5 minutes and I just like,
Amazing.
whatever. I will not lie. I have been using AI to help me edit my videos. And
How's that going?
Amazing.
Wow.
It took us yesterday I recorded a video and I just rambled. I was a 6-minute video and I was like, this should not be this long. And AI got it down to 90 seconds. And it was like good edit. Yeah, I was really impressed.
Claude?
It's Claude with my Descript. Yeah.
Stop it right now.
Talking behind the scenes.
Guys, it's a whole new world.
Yeah, I know it, like sometimes I don't know if other people have had good experiences, but for that specific video, it worked out really well. I was really impressed. Like, okay, thank you.
Amazing. That makes me want to try that.
Yeah.
That is so great.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Love it.
Yeah, so I'm trying to now work with like working with like a tool that could even like post from the AI. Like it could like like draw, like actually like put it through, like pull the video in Descript, like final edit, and put it in like a scheduling tool, and like have it ready for me to like approve and publish and everything.
Amazing.
Yeah. So still working on a system for it to make it just a little bit more sustainable.
This is in co-work that you did it?
No, just in my chats.
In the chat?
Yeah, because it's all connected behind the scenes.
Right. It is.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. It needs to be sustained. In order for me to do this for 40 days.
No,
so
seriously.
I've got another like 25 days to do. It has to be a little bit more
I'm so proud of you for staying on it.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I love that.
So I feel like it's a little bit of obedience that I've been pushing off for a long time. That the Lord's been asking me to do for a while.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So should we go ahead and introduce our value?
Yeah.
Took us a minute to kind of clarify. We had written a list of values ahead of time, and then we both looked at the list and we were like, wait, what did we mean? We did not take very good notes that time.
And this is our final like podcast value.
Yes.
And then we'll get into like some personal values.
Personal values. Yeah. So we landed on the value of pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like just a value of journeying, of growing, of moving from one place in life to another place. And so we're gonna go into a little bit about that. Do you want to say anything else to introduce?
I would say, to make sure it's like sometimes a pilgrimage means to move towards a holy place. A sacred place also, well, a lot of times with that. So I think that is
like the Camino to Santiago.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Toward a holy place. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Special.
Yeah.
That's
anything else you want to say to introduce the value? Since we were just like, what does this mean? Well, what are you going to say? I just felt like I just wanted to give us both a chance to kind of.
No, I think that's the perfect way to like set it up. Pilgrimage
is.
Yes, I love it. Yeah.
Great.
So what does it mean to you then?
I love this word so much because I feel like on the journey of life, there's like always something that we're either moving toward There's these parts of like we're moving away from something or moving towards something, or even longing for something that we're moving toward.
Yeah.
I right before we hopped on, we were just talking about the mountain of recovery and even that like spiral journey. It
That.
was crazy. It was so the Lord
Yes.
that came up.
Yeah.
And this it's like a spiraling kind of journey, not spiraling. Spiraling is spiraling, but like a spiral journey upwards that sometimes feels repetitive because you're kind of coming around the same side of that mountain of your journey, but it's like you're still going, onward. Like the thought that came to me was the further up and further in from Narnia,
Oh, yeah.
where there's more land to be explored, there's more to journey toward. And so when I think of the pilgrimage of moving toward a holy place, I think about moving toward the heart of God,
Yeah.
to really move toward who he is. And also in that place, I'm journeying toward my true self as well.
Yeah.
I actually did a workshop called Becoming the Dream of God, which is what pilgrimage means to me, is we're aligning with the dream of God
Yeah.
for us. And I think there's things that get in the way. I think that there's things that help us along the way on our journey. And that ultimately being able to know what his dream is, like that he has a dream for you, and to be able to move toward that is kind of how I would define pilgrimage. And I think I just wanted to read a scripture about pilgrimage that I thought this was really beautiful, from Psalm 84. How enriched are they who find their strength in the Lord. Within their hearts are the highways of holiness. Even when their paths wind through the dark valley of tears, they dig deep to find a pleasant pool where others find only pain. He gives to them a brook of blessing filled from the rain of an outpouring. They grow stronger and stronger with every step forward, and the God of all gods will appear before them in Zion. That's Psalm 84, verses 5 through 7 in
beautiful.
the Passion Translation. And the last thing that I'll say is that I just think that one of the most beautiful books about pilgrimage is Hind's Feet on High Places. I don't know if you've ever read this book. This is a beautiful, up here,
Yeah.
a version of Hind's Feet that has just illustrations. It's just like gorgeous, like, paintings in it. And what I love about this book is there are treasures that she finds along the way. Not only is she being strengthened moment by moment as she's going on the journey to the high places, but she finds these road treasures and she creates altars as she goes to remember these places of remembrance, which could be like a whole nother value.
Yeah.
Remembrance is definitely one of my values. Places of remembrance where she's been and where she's grown.
Yeah.
And I just love to, just think about creating those places.
That's so good.
Yeah. So I love this. I love this theme. It's awesome.
It is so good.
How about you, Lauren? What does pilgrimage mean to you?
So it is, it's journeying, it's moving forward, and I think internally, like moving forward, but also physically and being
Yes.
open to
Yes.
changes. And I feel like a lot of my life, especially as I've been walking with the Lord, there's just been so much movement that I never would have picked for myself, but it's all been lovely. And it's like it all brings me closer to God. And I don't always know what I'm supposed to do, but he always leads. Like there's this scripture that's like, man sets the vision, the Lord orders his steps.
Yes.
Which is so encouraging. Like you can kind of have a vision of like where you're going in whatever that looks like. And you're not really responsible for the path to get there. And like he lights our path. Like it's just like step by step. I've heard it
Yes.
like I had a pastor that called it plotting.
Yes.
Like just like
Just
slow
plodding
and
along.
steady.
Yes.
Like there's no like even in a pilgrim
Yes.
often is travels by foot.
Yeah.
It is very slow. It's very steady.
Physical,
Very
like
physical.
you said. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be very draining.
Yeah, it can.
But it's getting you somewhere closer to where you're wanting to be, and to be in this case just closer to God. And my favorite book on pilgrimage is The Way of the Pilgrim,
Ooh.
which is a 19th century Russian mystic book. And it is a gentleman who felt called to figure out what Paul meant when he said pray like you should be praying without ceasing.
Okay.
And he goes on this pilgrimage, and he does it in a very hermity way.
Okay.
In my experience, a good pilgrimage is done with other people.
Yeah, with other people.
But how the Lord like sustains him through the pilgrimage, what he learns along the way. And you always learn something, or you experience something that you thought would be one thing, but it turns out to be something completely different. And yeah, I think that's great. And then on the pilgrimage, there are pit stops. Like you can like get distracted or need to slow down for a long time. Or sometimes there is changing of directions, either by following God or by personal choice.
Yes.
Because sometimes we're not really willing to take the next step that's in front of us. Like we dig our heels in, or we say, no, I want to go that way instead. And just kind of, create our own path sometimes.
We do sometimes go a little off-roading.
Yes, I have had many a year off-roading, and I'm very grateful for God being so kind to guide
you back. Is there any off-roading memory that you want to bring up, or something that's coming up? No, you don't want to talk about off-roading. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, listener, I shook my head. I was like,
no. Yeah, it's okay. No, I just didn't know if you wanted to, or if you wanted to talk about a loop, or like a coming back time. Like if the Lord, a place where he brought you back, maybe the end point, maybe not the off-roading experience, but the place where you came to yourself and you came back home, or whatever.
I mean, I shared once I hit the right level of anxiety and I couldn't handle it anymore, and the stress of life and of work, and was so overwhelmed. That's finally when I was able to have my heart open to come back to the Lord.
Yeah.
And he was like right there, ready to meet me.
Ready to go.
Yep.
So
and as soon as I met him, he's like, okay, no, I'll take your worries. No problem. You can rest.
Yeah.
And it was delightful.
I love that. I love that. In this whole conversation that you've been talking about, like just the way, like following the Lord, like knowing that he's leading.
Yeah.
I just keep hearing Psalm 23 that he like leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake, right? That he's the one that's going to lead. He's the one that's going to take charge. We just align with that and just follow him.
He's so good. And listener, if you're still listening and you don't know God, or you don't have like all this talk, like makes your hair like stand up on edge, like we feel you. And the God that we're talking about is just, he's love. Like there has never been a bad place that he has led me to. Ever. Like he's just like the safest destination. Like to choose to pilgrim towards God has been the biggest blessing of my life. And I get to choose it. Like I don't.
Yeah, you absolutely do get to choose it. I think having a vision of what he's really like makes you want to like move toward him too.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that if we have a vision of God that is off, or that's skewed or marred by, well, usually it's marred by a parent, unfortunately. Because the way that we see our parents is often how we see God. And if you didn't feel safe in your home, or you didn't grow up with people that you wanted to move toward,
Yeah.
then you might not want to move toward God. I know for me, that knowing that God always has my good in mind, regardless of what's happening around me, like I trust God so much more than I trust people.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Or that I trust my own motives,
Yeah.
but I trust that he is always with me and that he's good. And I think that is part of the pilgrimage.
Yes.
It's just like, okay, you led me here. You're so often when Much Afraid is the name of the character in Hind's Feet. She is just like, are you even here? Are you coming? Where are you? I can't do this on my own. And she actually learns who the shepherd truly is, that he can be trusted and that he's good.
Yes.
And I think that is part of the pilgrimage, is really discovering.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many elements of pilgrimage, like the cartography of it and like, where your true north is pointing, right? That could be like the image of God, like which way are you?
Yeah.
Is this thing actually pointed? Knowing that direction, there's so many ways that you can look at it.
Yeah. And even like coming back to like the spiral up the mountain as you climb up. When I was first on my path with the Lord, I really doubted so much. I didn't even know if he was real. Like I was just like, what is this? And like so I like that was kind of like part of my story. And then years later, I knew I knew God was real. I was like, I am sure that there is a creator of the universe and that Jesus Christ is my way to him. And like I was positive, but I was still doubting God's goodness.
Yeah, God's goodness.
And that took time. Like I didn't really trust him with my full vulnerable heart. And so like, and he's restored it. And as I've traveled to get closer to him, he's just so kind to meet me there and to be patient with me as I'm not like a perfect little person. Like I have my doubts, I have my trust issues. I have my introvert issues where I don't go to the Lord all the time. And my, what is it? Self-sufficiency that I hold very dearly. But yeah, so anyways, he's just so kind. And so wherever our listeners, our readers, our watchers are at, like you, sweet friend, there's no pressure to be anywhere other than where you are. And to journey to, like, even to choose to go towards something, towards our, like, that's wholesome and good, and to choose to walk in that way is beneficial. Like, even if you don't know of a God for yourself, that you don't have to walk the way of the world, which is often so dark and so chaotic, and you can step outside of it and pilgrim in your own way, go on your own little journey.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that. Yeah, and I think this kind of transitions us into like what we're learning even about the pilgrimage and like the growth place for us. But I feel like there is directional guidelines, I guess. I want to like use the word compass. I love the word, the idea of the compass, of having like a way to that becoming the dream, which to me is the journey of becoming the dream of God. And I worked on a post that I wanted to share with you. I worked on a post for the Renovare Institute, and it was just kind of reminding me of what you just said. And it was kind of this like compass. It's a, what is it called? A Venn diagram. You can show it later. I can send you a link. But basically it has 4 concentric circles. And this is kind of like the guiding compass, I guess you could say, of the becoming the beloved, becoming the dream of God. And I started with intimacy with God, which to me envelops like the spiritual practices of moving closer toward God in whatever way that you move toward God. The bottom one is identity, which is how God sees you and also connected to how you see God. Knowing that we are a child of the living God is really important there. And that is kind of like what holds these two together. And then the inheritance piece is kind of what we have in God, what through the kingdom of God and through the identity as children, the inheritance is to me like the strength, the power, and also the gifts from the heavenly places in order to walk in the influence that God has given to you. And also in this area of influence, you're also receiving, you're being influenced by other people and the people that are in your life. And then I built it on these 4 cornerstones of thought that came from one of Bill Johnson's books, which I think are like those, I don't know, the north, south, east, and west kind of where we're going. And I was thinking about what you said, because one of them is God is good.
Yeah.
And I think when we lose the piece that God is good, everything just kind of flies off the handle.
Yeah.
About like our direction and where we're going, and we actually might stop completely. Any of these can be, because they're like cornerstones of thought. The cross is enough is another one, where the blood of Jesus is sufficient for everything, that we don't have to keep paying, right? We don't have to keep earning it. It's already been done. That nothing is impossible with God. You probably can't see it. Well, I'm just talking to them. I can show you later, but nothing is impossible with God. That no matter what's going on, that there's always the possibility of something else to happen, and that I am significant, that I'm valuable, and I'm valuable to God. And I think that all leads to the center, which is union with Christ and the fruit that comes from that. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I was pretty proud of my little thing. I'm like, oh, this is like compass material for the pilgrimage. So just thought I would share that. Just thought I'd share that with you.
So good.
So what do you feel like you are learning in this season, Lauren?
So I'm going to go completely a tangent from what we've been talking about, because what I've been learning, I shared in the last episode, like the fact, like on my road trip, I wanted to listen to books.
Yeah.
And I chose on the drive down to listen to a 6-hour podcast.
Holy moly.
I downloaded it, so I knew I'd like have it. 6-hour podcast by Caleb Ralston on creating a personal brand. And he apparently has done content creation for Gary Vee and the couple powerhouse that makes a lot of money. Good. I don't remember their names, but whatever. He always wears like the thing on his nose for optimal breathing.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyways, he's done work for them, and so I listened, and it was good. It was like knowing what you stand for, what like it was good to learn. And then he went into this whole section on hiring a creative team. And I was like, I wish I wasn't driving, listening to it, because I'm just like, I don't need to learn. Like, I've done this. Like, I've done this.
Yeah.
Like, I do not need to learn this. And then at the very end, he talks about giving value for your, like, you have to build trust before you can sell. Like, so you have to build the value. You have to earn trust before you can ask for this sale. And there was something specific. Where is my telefono? I'm going to steal this. Hold, please. My notes in my notes app are like all over the place. And I'm going to stop there talking about Caleb Ralston, because in my notes app, I just found another thing that I was listening to, which is Becoming Your Future Self Now. And there was a section of the book that he talked about where teachers were told at the beginning of the school year that all of their students were given an IQ test, and that here's like the 3 kids with like the highest IQs, they're special, whatever else. And at the end of the school year, they looked at results and how the kids did and whatever. And those 3 kids like did amazing. They skyrocketed. They were like whatever. And then the researchers were like, yeah, we never did IQ tests. We just picked 3 random kids. And the belief that the teacher had into the child to call them into something greater, to say, I expect more of you.
Yeah.
Allowed the kids to like step up and do more.
It's beautiful.
And I just was so shocked by that. Just one person saying, no, you can do more. Like
Yeah.
I expect a bit more of you, and of this could have
Amazing.
such an impact in such a short amount of time. And yeah, so like we actually do better when there's higher expectations placed on us. And I usually like kind of buck that. Like I don't know, I just want to be me. Like
Yeah.
don't expect more of me. But when there are higher expectations, like we just rise to
do.
meet it.
We do.
And I thought that was really cool. Sorry for like my roundabout way of
No, I
getting
think
there.
it's great that this is a conversation. That's how conversations go. We want it to be like that. No, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I think that when you carry the level of like self-drive that you have, like having someone else's expectations on you, like that makes sense that
Yeah.
like you have enough
Right.
expectation in
Of myself.
yourself
Yeah.
to do something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
And they thrive when someone else believes in them. I know I'm one like that. Like it really matters
Yeah.
to me to know that other people care
Yeah.
about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But that's really beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just think that the branding piece too, like just learning how to do your brand and like becoming your authentic self is to me also pilgrimage work.
Yes.
It's all connected.
Yes.
It's not like one thing's spiritual and one
Yeah.
thing's not, you know. To me, it's all connected in how you show up, especially when the Lord has called us to do the thing.
Yeah.
Which is what we're doing right now.
Yeah, to put ourselves out there
Right.
and
That's what
talk
we're
about
doing right now.
things in a public way and
Right.
how to do it well and
Yeah.
hold our I'm learning how to hold my nervous system in front of being seen by more people. Like I mean like at my 22% social media growth.
Yeah.
It's only like 200 people
Yeah,
because I
but
have the time, but still like it's
that
more
matters.
and then I have to keep showing up because normally what has happened to me in the past is when I have a post that gets interaction, it feels too exposing
Right.
and then I hide for 2 weeks. So I
Sure.
don't post again.
Right.
Because I put too much value
Into
onto
that.
that instead
Yeah.
of being accountable to myself and to who I'm becoming and to what I'm called to do
Right.
and what I feel called to do.
Yeah.
And to not hide from more eyes being on it, more exposure being on it. But that's on me. That's on me with my nervous system, with where I place my value on things, and to not take it all so seriously.
Yeah.
Got
That's
there.
so good. That's so good. I'd love to share one more thing, like speaking of nervous system and kind of like responding to what
Yeah.
you can and can't do. This past week being in Texas with my daughter Lucy, we were working on her apartment and packing. And I just was really proud of us. And I wanted to share this as something that I'm learning. And it's in regards to boundaries for the protection of relationship. This is something that's really been special to me. I feel really proud of how we ended the week. And like the potential, when I tell you the potential for disaster that was there, like the fodder for us to like totally have a knockdown drag out, like it was like all of the pieces were in place. And we had this conversation at the beginning. So she's moving back home and gonna go to Philadelphia soon. And so we had this conversation at the very beginning of my time, like when I arrived. So we have to clean the apartment, we have to be done by a certain day, we have to pack up all of her things, get rid of her things, you know, so much work that goes into, you know, packing up an apartment. And we looked at each other, we're like, this could be a disaster. But how are we going to handle this? Like, how do we want this to go? And we both were like, we want it to go well. We want to be for each other. And we both like agreed that we wouldn't let anything come between us. And all along the way, there were these little moments of conversation where there would be like a theme that would be like, oop, maybe not. And then we would like drop it and we would let it go. And then we would drop it. And I just feel so proud of us whenever we needed rest. We got rest. I tried to stay in the apartment and I was just like, I'm not going to sleep here. I had to get my own Airbnb and like come back so I could get sleep. Because I'm like, this is not going to happen if I'm not sleeping. I drank more Smoothie King than I care to talk about. There was literally like no food that I could eat. And I was like, okay, well, I guess it's just smoothies for me. I guess food issues. But at the end of our time together, that's what I wanted to say, is at the end of our time together, I just felt so proud of the way that we protected our love through a really, really hard transition. And when I left, that car topper was on top of her car and all of her things were packed and they dropped me off at the hotel. I was flying out the next morning early, and we got the thing done. And I think she felt really accomplished. And I know I did because it was intense.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I just felt like that was a very, very big growth point for me. And I just wanted to share that. So,
That's huge.
yeah, it was a really big deal.
Did you go in knowing like, okay, I'm going to have these conversations? Like,
I don't think I did. I knew that I wanted to protect our relationship and that she and I are not like the do it kind of girls, like where we come in and like proactively, like we're not wired that we're both artists.
Yeah.
So it's just like we kind of need someone else to manage usually. But man, I had a manager self that she popped up. She got the thing done. She didn't do more for them. That was the biggest thing that I was like, I didn't say this out loud to them, but I'm going to match your energy.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to take over, but I will meet you. So like, how do you guys want to handle this? These are the things I'm going to be in charge of, but like, what do you want to do? To a couple teenagers, you're like, okay, how's this going to go? So, but we made it through. So I think there was like a decision in my heart, like beforehand, like how I want to be connected. So I'm grateful.
That's huge. That's awesome.
It was really big. So was there anything else you wanted to say about learning?
Not for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's coming up for you in the next?
I will.
The next couple weeks.
I'm excited to
What do you have going on?
continue on this little challenge of posting.
Yes.
So see where that happens.
The posting pilgrimage.
I've got a lot of client work coming up. And I hold my clients very open-handed of we'll do these projects on their timeline. I also appreciate a looser held timeline. I'm not somebody who can work on a 1-day turnaround or a 1-week turnaround. Like I also need breathing room to respect my energy levels, and I hold multiple clients at a time. So just to make room for everybody. And my clients know that when they work with me, but also they have like points of review and things for approval. And so I have multiple clients that are like stuck in that phase, and I'm like, oh my gosh, if they also come in at with these other times these projects are coming through, it's like, oh my gosh.
So it's like a timing thing, like a conveyor belt, and if they all get in at the same time, it could be
a lot. But my very good God is very kind to me, and he always like times it out for
timing,
me. So
he?
Yes, he always impresses me. Like even today, I'm just going to share this.
Anyways.
I was so stressed out because I had a client meeting first thing this morning, which has been rescheduled 4 times.
Oh my gosh!
Because she has some of my training videos to watch.
Okay.
And I'm going to.
So she has homework.
They're like it's 45 minutes of training videos. Like I need you to watch them so that we can make the most of our time together.
Right.
To actually answer your questions, to dig into it. Like, I need you to know this information first. And it's painful, it's new, but you have to know it before we sit down.
Yes.
Otherwise, we are going to be on the call for 3 hours, and that's not it's
not considerate of your time or hers.
Yes. It's
really
it's just not honoring to how the process can go best. Like how the time best spent is if you just plow through, like watch them on double time, like just get the information out. Anyways, so she had not done that yet, and asked if we could still meet. I was like, why don't you take our time, keep the time slot, and watch them.
Yeah,
and we will find another time. And then, and she wrote back. She's like, oh yeah, I really needed to watch those. I know.
That's the work that we're doing.
That was the yes, like this
That's
is,
what we're
I
doing.
got you, babe. I got you. Anyways, and then I had another meeting that was like right when I was supposed to be on the road to come over here. And I asked her if she could move it up by like 30 minutes. And she said, actually, like, why don't we just meet early next week?
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
There you go.
And it wasn't so I could prep for this.
No,
it's just so I could like keep going.
No.
Anyways, I felt
Those
very,
days that you're
very
like,
loved.
Lord, could I please have a cancellation
Yeah,
today?
yeah. And he does. He's like, yep, you got it, no problem. Yeah. And I was like, I would have met with both of them. Like, and I knew he would have held everything that he needed to get done. Like, it would have been fine.
Right. He supports it.
Yeah. And that's the God I journey with. But he's so good.
He's so good.
How about you? What is coming up for you?
So good. Well, it is July, which means I'm writing papers. So it's not July. It's almost July. I feel like I'm already in July. We're in June right now, but I have papers to write for the RI by the end of July. So I'll be wrapping my mind around some pretty huge concepts and trying to put words behind them.
Are you going to get away for it at all?
That's a great question. I feel like that would be a great idea. I don't know that that's going to happen where I just get away by myself unless it's like locally. But when I have a big project like that, like my artist self starts to throw a hissy fit. So I have to create like a space for both of them to be able to work for my, for my brain, my academic brain that's taking in all this content. I'm reading Spirit of the Disciplines right now by Dallas Willard, and it is super thick. And just a lot of Dallas Willard books this course. Just a lot. So at the same time, what I wanted to share with you is that I'm working on this little project. It's like, some would call it like 100 days or 100 paintings kind of project. I'm doing small paintings.
Yes.
I got this idea from a Flora Bowley book called Fresh Paint. I got this book at the Scrappy Elephant. I love the Scrappy Elephant. And it basically just walks you through different things that you can do and like to create 100 pieces, 100 paintings. And then like there's all kinds of like prompts and stencil ideas and writing ideas. So I've been in my artist dates like kind of committed to like, okay, I'm going to work on this. This is going to be my my art kind of expression. Yeah. And then I'm also this next week starting with my creative coach. I'm very excited about that. The poet that I hired to help me with some of my certification writing, because I'm really just wanting to write like a workbook or something to go along with a curriculum for Meridian Soul Care certification. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm looking to do in the next, 2 or 3 years, something like that. Good. So yeah, so that's what I have. That's what I have coming up. Thank you.
I'm so excited for you to take what you do and invite other people into it and to share that with the world so we can go out further. Because you can only take on so many clients.
No, I know.
And
I really do want to teach people how to do what I'm doing. So.
Hold space and to guide.
I'm excited.
So good. And I love the 100-day challenge so much. When I have a girlfriend that did it, we're no longer, years and years and years ago she did this. Sorry, that was rambly. But if you watch any of my Yep video challenges, I'm holding this mug. It's a ceramic mug.
That she made?
She made it. But early on, she was an art student she was not going into ceramics. She was, I think, maybe even graphic design or something different. And she just took a ceramics class and liked it and just started selling mugs. Her initial mugs didn't even have handles.
Yeah, love
I have one of those too. But anyway, so in that time period when she's just kind of like playing around with stuff, and selling mugs, but like kind of on the side, whatever. She did a 100-day challenge with mugs and handles in particular.
That's crazy.
And so for 100 days, she would do like a different wild handle
every day.
And she like displayed it at the end and got like news coverage out of it. And now she's got
so
like,
cool.
She's her little, her brand is no longer little. I think Madewell sells her
That's
things
awesome.
or they have. So anyways, it like just expanded, just like the not that it has to expand into anything, but the commitment to showing up is like the
Yeah.
fortitude, I
Yeah,
guess.
it is. It is. And for me, it's just to appease the inner artist
Yeah.
that's like, wait, we're going to do what?
Like a cashew
We
girl.
have to have, yeah. So it's okay. It's okay. We're not playtime. It's gonna be, so this is my built-in playtime. And I might not get to it every day. I'm like, but I'm excited about I should have shown you I've got this little tin. Of course, I have a tin that's got this same shape, like the same square shape substrate, like the bases for the art, and they're all going to be the same size.
Perfect.
And then they'll just like go back in
them.
there when I'm done with them. So it'll be special.
It will be special.
I'm excited.
I love the season, and maybe like these prints will be like workbook covers.
Yeah,
and
maybe
stuff.
they will.
Who knows?
I would love
I don't know.
for them to become something. Right now, I'm just trying to
right.
find my art language.
so good.
That's really what I'm trying to find because, yeah, there's a lot of things I want to say. So, anyway.
Wait, can I ask, what does that mean as a non-artiste? Is it like how to express yourself? Like what's going to come out of you? Are you playing with different techniques?
Essentially, it's like in your language. Okay. For your language, it would be like just finding my artist brand.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Where my art then becomes recognizable.
Yeah, so like different techniques.
Like, there are different techniques, but like I use so many different techniques that sometimes when you use too many different ones, then like your art doesn't necessarily become recognizable. Yeah. But finding the techniques that I really enjoy and that I like, then it kind of makes it like mine.
Sure.
And then like the language of my art then is like expressed, and like you can kind of see and feel through the colors the things that I'm trying to portray.
I love that so much.
I also just really believe that art can be a portal to be able to go into a place that maybe you can't go with words or with other things. That art kind of like it's transportive. Yeah. And most of the work that I do is abstraction, so it really is just up to the viewer as to where that takes them. Yeah. Or what it what it reminds them of, or what it brings up. Yeah. So it's like always saying something, but just trying to find my own personal, and that's like specifically in the colors that I'm choosing, and then techniques. And what I love about this book too is it includes spray paint and thread and all the things that I love. So
good.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Oh, so good. Yeah. Well, our light just crashed on us if you're watching this. So sorry. But I think we are at our end anyways. So thank you. Any journaling prompts or anything for somebody that might be on the pilgrimage for themselves? Yeah. I think that's a great question. If you want to take a second to think. Yeah. And then, I don't know. Yeah. I just think that the question would be, I mean, one, if you just want to engage with us on that value, like what does pilgrimage mean to you? Maybe you've thought about it and maybe it's special to you in a certain way. What does it look like to become the dream of God? But if the words that we're saying are just like, what is that? Like, what do you mean? Then maybe I would invite you to a prompt that you journal on your own that sounds something like, where am I headed? What am I longing for? Where am I going? Yeah. Like what is my true north pointing toward? Yeah. And some of us have it pointing toward success. Like maybe we're looking at a certain number of followers. Some of us are pointing toward marriage. As soon as I get married, I'll be fine. It's not always fine there, by the way. As soon as I have children, maybe it's pointing toward like a destination, and maybe you want to live in a certain city, a certain place. And just like letting your compass come into the hands of God, into the goodness of God, into a God that cares for you, a God that loves you, which is the Trinitarian God that we worship, to let Him show you what the true north really is. Yeah. I think that is. So what's that question? The journey of the journey. What is that question? So it's what am I like? But like what is available to me? That's a great question. What is available to me? Yeah. What do I believe about God? Yeah, that too. Would be a starting compass question. Yeah. What do I believe about myself on the journey? Do I believe that I can't go anywhere? Maybe some of us feel stuck. Yeah.
and we're not moving. So there's some starter questions for you.
Love those. Thanks for letting me put you on the spot.
I do love a good journaling prompt.
Well, Joy, thanks for having us today.
Yeah.
Listener, thank you for being here. If you ever want to continue the conversation, you can drop a comment on Substack or YouTube or get in our DMs. And we'll link them down below.
Yeah. And I will just say, I don't think I've said this before, but if you want more journaling prompts, it's what I do.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in soul care, sitting on this very couch with always a cup of tea, and I send you home with prompts for you to unlock and discover where it is that you're going.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's what I do. So
Yes.
if you want more,
Yes,
just let me know.
it is what you do.
Totally forgot, prompts. Let me
information in the description. Go hook up with Joy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks for
you
being
guys.
here, friends.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.